How's it going, everybody? So I got a hold of ESPN Plus because I wanted to know, like, look, if it allows me to purchase the pay-per-view, but then not watch it, what's that going to do for me? uh, will I be able to actually watch the pay-per-view on ESPN Plus? UFC 293. And so she wasn't sure. So she put me through to Spectrum. She goes, they're actually the ones that have pulled your product. It's not ESPN that has pulled the product. The actual pullers of the product is your Spectrum provider. She goes, would you like for me to contact them for you? And, I thought she was going to send like an email and they're just going to inundate them with emails and like votes. No, she really put me on the line with a Spectrum lady. And then she stayed on the line with me with the Spectrum lady who had to put me on hold and ask her boss. The total call was 43 minutes. I think Spectrum, two very nice ladies. The ESPN lady was out of the Philippines. The Spectrum lady sounded USA. Both super nice. And, I made sure I was very nice. That's part of my walk. And, we don't argue, bicker, fuss, fight, complain, give people a hard time. That's that pride, ego, and that's not the proper call. And as the ESPN, I'm sorry, as the Spectrum lady and I were talking, she was like, what's on ESPN Plus is actually a separate entity. And I said, let me ask you this: is it possible that only the things that are on ESPN television are what's blocked out at ESPN Plus? She said, yes. Because remember, I could watch the USC volleyball game. But why would a 3-hour program called Breakfast with the Gators be blocked out? If you're on my Facebook, then you saw where I did some videos and kind of showed how I was able to watch some things on ESPN Plus and other things were blocked out. Blacked out. Blocked out. And she came back on and she said, you can watch your UFC pay-per-view. That is actually a separate situation. And she said, if for some reason you can't, ESPN will credit you back. And the ESPN lady was still on the line. And she said, yes, we would credit you back. So is it worth the risk? The ladies were very nice. But they're not actually the ones making policy. So I don't know. I will go ahead and order it. And if I never get my money back, hey, the Lord's ordained the end from the beginning, right? So Lord, God's will be done. I'm not going to sit and rant and rave and curse and wah. A lot of times when I look at students and I see how they act and I just want to roll my eyes and cross my arms and tap my foot and shake my head. I think about how much I complain and I'm like, the way that child is acting is exactly the way I act to the Lord in my heart, in my conscience, or just sometimes the way I act, period. And anyway, so I'm going to order it. We'll see how it works. I love you.